Good evening.
Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful night. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Let me get this going.
It takes a minute. Hello,
Welcome to
Susan.
Last Second Bake Sale.
Last second bake sale, huh? I need to order me some brownies. I bet everybody else, it's taking them a long time too because ours isn't even pulling up.
Yeah.
Hello, Herman. Aussie Cool. Good evening, Steph and the Firebug. Must have
Yeah.
watched the fire one.
Hello. Hello, Stephanie, Nancy, Pam. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Jennifer, Mary.
Dusk, Poor Boy, Tiffany, Debbie, everybody.
Welcome. Well, I guess we all survived the solar eclipse. I'm so thankful of that. Hello, Amy. How are you? Susan, Debbie, thank y'all so much for joining us on
Now,
this
other
Monday.
places it could be other times, though, couldn't it?
It's out of the United States.
So everybody's happened just then when it happened.
No, I mean it goes wherever the sun's at right now. Probably in I don't know.
All the
Yeah.
babies are in bed. They got to skip school today, but tomorrow they got school.
Yep, we let them skip school to see the solar eclipse.
Dean, did you think we was not going to survive?
Yeah, it was awesome. We had a really good day. Busy weekend. Especially the sports going on. Man, it's so hard to keep up. But hey, we're going to keep on trucking it.
Keep on keeping on. Oh, Stephanie has no electricity right now. She said they had the first round of storms. We have some storms rolling through. It hasn't hit yet, but we're seeing like the lightning and stuff from the distance.
The name of the new auction is G&C Feather Friends, I believe. It's on Facebook, I do believe.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Because they renamed the other one too. That's what I was wondering. Hello, Tanya. Good evening, Eddy family. The total eclipse was wicked cool. Glad y'all are doing great.
Yeah, it was pretty neat here. We didn't get the full amount. Hey, Ron, how are you? We didn't get completely dark, but we got I don't know, probably
97.3.
That's what they said, but
that's what they said.
About 90% maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second round is coming through right now. Uh-oh.
Well, we've got a storm coming in. It ain't going to hit until about midnight. So we've already went out and picked everything up and made sure we had everything put up.
Yep.
Today we've been all over the place. We've got missing some guineas, and one good thing it was I didn't find any bodies other than the video we released today. But we ended up finding a couple nests. Found one of the turkeys that we thought was gone. She was on a massive set of eggs. I don't know how long she's been there. I know we've been missing her for about 3 or 4 days, but she had some turkey eggs and guinea eggs in there. So
yeah. How many eggs for Captain Kayson or didn't you collect today? Hope the chicken coop stayed put.
We got
Did
30.
Get them?
Well, it's a 2-day deal, so we got 34 eggs today.
Actually, I'll have to try. I'll send y'all some great pictures of the eclipse.
That's awesome.
We were overcast all day, seeing nothing of the eclipse. Aw. I heard that I think it was some places in Texas were going to be getting a lot of storms and stuff and wouldn't be able to actually see it. And that was like the place where it was supposed to be 100%.
Yeah, I watched the one about the Eddy family farm. That was sad. Yes, and I was a little fired up. I know I've already read some of the comments, and yes, I do get very, very upset when we lose the birds. I mean, those guineas, like I say the other day at the sale, was $35 a piece, and we've raised them up. We had probably at one time 45,
Yeah.
and we're down to 20 now. So,
Did your family enjoy our Easter gift?
which one is it?
That's Debbie. I don't think we actually got
We
something
haven't.
from you.
We haven't received anything.
We did get a couple things, which will be coming out on video, but nothing.
What was it? But everything that we received was in that last video, I think.
Yeah.
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 And then we got some other stuff in the mail today, but we know who those come from. That'll be in a video coming up.
Yes. It's understandable to be upset about your guineas.
Yeah, and it is income, and we are so close to finally start making. Well, Kayson, all of us together, are so close to finally getting ready to start making money off of our chickens, and that's been probably a year in the progress, uh, setting up for all of it. But we're getting all the eggs now, and we're just waiting to start having some baby chicks now.
Ruth says Gary and Dutch did eclipse videos. It didn't get totally dark. The animals didn't react. No, I didn't think that they would react. And then some people were saying that, you always have your two different sides of the story. So, I mean, a lot of people were saying you need to bring your animals inside, that it's going to affect their eyesight, blah, blah, blah. But you got other people saying there's no way that, I mean, if they were to look at the sun, they would be looking at it when there's actually a sun.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things you just.
Why do you have so many chickens?
Pins.
Because we're going to fill them up with chickens. Yeah. As soon as these babies start coming off.
When you have somebody like Kayson take charge, the chicken project can't help but succeed.
Yeah. Jacob, his eggs, it wasn't the best. It was a styrofoam incubator. He did get a few hatched out, and that should be in the next video coming out, I do believe. It was very depressing, to be honest. Out of 41 eggs, we got like 6 of them that hatched. But we're in the works of trying to get a bigger incubator.
Hey, Eddy family, they put boards down in the chicken coop, and they've turned them once a week so the bugs could be eaten by the chickens. Tina can't wait for Kayson's surprise.
Yep, it should be out in the next video.
Marla said Dallas clouds opened up right on time for the eclipse to begin around 125-ish to maybe 140-ish. It was an awesome day for the eclipse. Fort Worth Zoo had several animals react when it went completely dark.
That's pretty neat.
Are you going to buy some emu eggs to hatch?
No.
Emus is something that we probably will get later on in the future, but it's something that we will have the correct pins and everything set up for them.
So, yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, yeah, there's a couple different places, but now all the pins are actually together. And the reason why they're separated is because we got so much grief about our pins because they was homemade, and we didn't show them for a very, very long time until we actually got decent ones that look nice, I guess, for social media. But we actually put them behind the new ones. We're in the talks of going to go look at a repo building for Kayson's so we can set up incubator and like a hatchery room. That way they can be inside until they get a little bit bigger. Honestly, it's going, I think eventually it'll be a profitable business for him, and he will be able to actually pay for the building once his chickens start hatching.
How's that naughty rooster?
He's still here for now.
I did go and get in my last video. I did go and get the eggs inside there, but I kept the front of me. I kept it towards the rooster the whole time, so it's like I think he just wants to sneak attack you.
Yeah. Tiffany said, I just got my first incubator and ready to hatch my own. I'm going to hatch out light Brahmas. That's awesome. It's definitely an exciting feeling.
If your dog Harley was still alive, would you have had to pin him up?
Harley? Yes.
Yeah, we would have.
Yeah, he would have to be pinned up.
It's good. You got some chicks. We have weather coming Wednesday night through Thursday. I hope it's not bad. We have been hit hard the past month. We haven't even made it to hurricane season yet.
That's crazy. Good morning, Brandon and Stephanie. 4:42 a.m. here in South Africa. I love your channels. It is growing. All your hard work, sweat, and tears and laughter pays off. Carry on doing what you do. Yes, we definitely love it. I mean, like you said, there's it's hard work. There's good days and bad days, and there's days that you just ready to throw your hands up and go. And I kind of done that a few days this week. I just went to worked at the sheriff's office and had to have a break for once, just get away from it. So, but we're tuned back in and trying to get everything going.
Red Dirt Rooster Road said, "Hello, Eddy family. We hope you have recovered from the Okie Homesteading Expo. I enjoyed meeting you, Stephanie. We are looking forward to next year." Yeah, yes. we can't wait till next year. It just gets a little bit more better every year, and it's
amazing.
Awesome.
I'm just now starting to raise chickens and baby chicks. It is amazing. It really is, which we haven't actually sold any of our baby chicks yet, but this next hatch should be a pretty good hatch. And that will be our first batch of chickens going to go to the sale, which we're going to try to sell them off. I want to get him a big incubator, just because we do have tons of chickens now. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 full blood. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 full blood pens, or 25 full blood hens that is going to start laying here soon. All of them, hopefully soon.
I think Kayson's got more chickens than Cassie.
He's got a bunch.
Chickens are the best thing that's ever happened to Kayson.
It is. It is. And that's the deal is, yes, Kayson loves the chickens, but I will say I love chickens as well. So I can't just say it's all for Kayson. I love chickens. I've always had a passion for chickens growing up.
And I have not.
But she's always been
like
there
the
with
goats.
me along the way. And I like the goats too. So it works both ways.
I'm getting better with the chickens. They're super, like, fast animals, like kind of like mice or squirrels, anything like that. They're like sneak attackers. They're like super fast, and it just gives me a heart attack.
Yeah.
Herrick says, "You all are a great inspiration. I hope one day I'll own some good amount of land and live off the grid. Y'all show us how hard it is to make a living off grid. God has a purpose for you all."
Yes, and that's the whole deal is with you saying that. I can promise you, in 2019, me and Stephanie had no clue about living on a farm.
No, we didn't even think about it.
We knew our dream was we was getting 1 acre to put our new house on, and that was it. This stuff all happened overnight. So you never know.
And it kind of happened really fast too with the whole it's raining.
Yeah.
But moving to the property. Like we purchased the property because we knew we were going to be coming pretty soon, but then we started getting animals and stuff, which is what we planned on doing. And then like all of a sudden we was like, hey, we got to have a garage sale because we're moving. And I didn't believe it at first because everybody knows Brandon. He is a last minute kind of person. He's like, if he's ready to go, he's like, let's go now.
Yeah.
And that's how it was. Ruth says, hello, Brandon, Stephanie, stay safe with the storms. You all are doing a good job on protecting your animals. It got a little dark here. I didn't get to go outside and see the eclipse. Love your family.
We love each and every one of y'all, and I know I say it in so many videos, but man, it's just amazing to have such a large following and people that actually love and care for your family, animals, and the farm. It's unreal. Frank said, I think the eclipse was totally overblown, but I can't figure out why my cat can now speak. Oh.
Okay, Debbie, we did. Yes, that's what I was just looking at. That's been that box they've been eating this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
So she said they were healthy granola bars. It was a variety pack with
that was in the last
card.
video.
It was 70 card count pack.
Yeah, it was in the last video.
Did you actually show that one yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we did open it, and they've actually there's still some in it, but not many.
We got 2 of them.
We had the other one. It was like candy, but since you said granola bars, that made me think of that one. Did you want to do that? Get back to YouTube. Try not to pull the phone off, and we're both using the same charger to charge our phones. Kevin, what time is it? You be late.
Cabin and Wood. Tony, how are you?
Marla says, Stephanie, you look like you were in command going into the pens for eggs. So, girl, you must bluff really good. Brandon, you have definitely come a long way from those first days with not a clue. Yeah, I'm a good bluffer because I was scared out of my mind that chicken was going to come and attack my heel or something. I did have pants on and my boots, though. That's the only reason I was like, let me go ahead and do this now. Cindy said, do you set out the traps?
We have not. We got a couple set out, but we have not got every one of them set out.
And do we have a garden?
Not yet.
But we will.
The list we got, and it's so hard because you can't. And that's the whole deal is we do have some wood that I want to build the building for Kayson so we can put the chickens and stuff in it. But if I get tied up on the building, that's going to be a couple weeks of building that, and that's going to put so much further behind. So I don't know. It's just one of those decision-making things. Hey, Tony, how are you? I have a rooster, and I'm scared of it. That's one thing about it is being scared is...
they say hold them down to the ground. Make them know that you are in charge.
Yeah.
Is Braylee's swelling all gone from the bee sting?
Mm-hmm.
It's still red, but the swelling's gone. So she was doing really good today. She didn't complain about it at all. So pretty good. Enos, Texas had a 80-year-old youngster who had witnessed 7 eclipses with his wife. She passed last year, so today was bittersweet for him. WFAA News had a report who lives near him, so they had a great day.
Oh, that's awesome. This says, they were talking about secret. Yes, we was. Um,
Trying to decide if we want to tell y'all yet or wait, make y'all sweat it out for a video. Are
that's
y'all?
good though.
Oh, let me reread
Go ahead.
that. Do the trappings, though, chickens and guineas are. Do the trappings probably help those chickens and guineas or your livestock to protect, love you all, my Christian brother and sister?
So yes, the traps do help out a lot because obviously since we pulled them up, they've been up for about 2 weeks now since we pulled them out, cleaned them, waxed them, and let them hang. And yes, there's been a couple guineas, a couple chicks has been taken. The coyotes, like I say, that's going to be coming up in videos, but they come up so close the other night. I could actually, I went and got my long iron set up. Actually, it's right here now because I keep it so close. That's how close they're getting. But went out there and I actually was going to take the shot, but then I realized it's pointing up at the where our house pad is. He was in the scope, and I knew that if it's going to go up, it's eventually got to go down, and that's basically shooting straight up in the air because it's on the hill. So I declined to pull it.
Do we have a storm shelter?
No.
Not yet, but we will once we have the house. Go ahead and tell us. You made us wait so long for the goat corral. So Stephanie, I remember when you didn't care much for the chickens. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, but I like their eggs.
Ron says, I love the excitement Kayson shows when he is around his chickens. He is pretty smart, young man. Yes, he is. Today, we kind of stayed at home a little bit later while they went to the ball games, and we went, took care of the chickens, did the incubator. Not everything was recorded because most of the time it's we just enjoy driving around and looking at things, looking for eggs, and that's what we was doing today, looking for eggs around the property because I know the guineas are laying somewhere. I just have not found out where they're laying yet.
I said, no, you weren't. I have my boots on. Braylee let me go in. I'm just sitting on here waiting for the rain to start moving in.
It shows it's fixing to get pretty nasty here.
It shows we're on the edge of it, though.
Huh? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at that app right there. I know. I got the good app. See?
Okay, it curved.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we was looking at. I didn't see it curve. I just
Display.
That's what's coming our way. We're just on the.
We're always on the border,
Which is good. But we could use a little bit more rain. I mean, we've been getting a bunch, but hey, rain's good.
Yeah. The chickens grew on her. Kayson is a good kid that seems to enjoy the farm life. I'm so glad y'all gave him a great task. He'll do great. A friend of mine lives in Manford, and he follows y'all too. Awesome, Eric.
Well, that's one of the things me and Steph, we walked up on the hill earlier after the kids got to bed and checking on the chickens and stuff. I will tell them what we found up there.
Oh, we have a duck.
We've got a duck on the farm.
It stays in between the two chicken coops.
Don't know where it come from. I could sitting there checking chickens earlier, and I heard this quack quack, and then I was like, "I ain't got ducks." Turn around, there he was. What kind of duck does it look like?
It looks like a Muscovy. So who knows? We may have a duck that just showed up. It heard all of our friends on the farm, all the animals, and wanted to join, I guess. She said, quack, quack, quack.
Yeah, Debbie, the kids absolutely love them and it's a lot healthier for them.
We're going to get the tail end of it down here in Florida tomorrow, just waiting to see how much. They're taking high risk of the windstorms. They're talking high risk of this windstorm.
Did you take any pictures of that building today?
No.
Yeah. We got a building we're looking at. We'll see if we're going to. Hello, Brendan.
Donald came home.
One day at a time, Tony said. Yes, you are definitely right about that.
Now he has a pet duck now then, too. The duck is probably a subscriber that come to visit, Neil said.
Maybe. It seems like it's pretty tame.
Duck is probably a visitor of Marie's. I would think that, but all Marie's ducks are big, and this one's like little.
I don't recall. I mean, I think she might have used to have some of the little ones, but I'm not for sure.
Yeah.
This is a small one.
I've been cleaning stalls all day for a friend, and I will be working goats and horses and cleaning stalls.
Well, that video's already been filmed, but we will be working some goats here in the next day or two.
Simply Jan said we had 2 Muscovy show up 2 years ago, and they just never left alone.
Really? Well, I've always wanted ducks.
Ducks must like Jerry.
I guess we will see how long he'll stay around.
Yeah. He's our guinea pig.
Guinea pig.
I don't know. How do you tell a girl duck and a boy duck?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The guineas, it's something with their top. One of the points will stick straight up if it's a female, and if it's a male, it'll curve backwards.
How many females we got?
I don't know.
We're under a severe thunderstorm warning.
Pam says hi from Northern Illinois. Love your channel. Did you set traps to get the predators that have been getting your guineas? Yes, we do have a couple traps set around the trailer there. We're actually going to set a bunch of the foot traps here in the next day or so for the coyotes and stuff, which we didn't film this, but I ended up moving the deer blind and taking it and setting it at the top of the hill. So when the predators come in, we can actually get them at an angle besides shooting up.
Yeah, I can go down. A female duck will start quacking like crazy, and the male ducks will just stare and listen.
Huh.
So this one might have been a male. I don't know. You said it was quacking at you, though.
It was. It was.
The tail is curled. It's a male, I think. How far is the chicken coops from the house? Like from here?
Probably a football, 100 yards.
Yeah.
We open the door and it's straight across. Like I said, I missed the notification. Busy watching Dean's videos. Oh, Dean. He was live last night when we come in. I watched a little bit of it before I went to bed. Last night or this morning? I don't remember. I get my days mixed up.
Susan said, did you all go to the Artesian Festival that was in town? So the Artesian Festival is around here anyways. The one I know about, the Arts Festival, is next weekend. Like this coming up weekend. But we won't be able to do it. We got ball games.
Yeah, busy with ball games.
We usually do it every year, but when ball started, they usually have it on that big tournament weekend.
Hello, thank you so much for hopping in.
We have 2 runner ducks. Hello from Kansas. I blame you for traps to protect your animals and kids.
Do what?
I blame you for trapping to protect your animals and kids. It's not how it sounds.
I don't blame you for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, do you ever record when you are on patrol?
I don't anymore. I used to. I don't anymore because I deal with some high profile cases, and we just can't share that information. I get not high profile cases. It's just a lot of activity where um, fentanyl is really bad here right now. So we're trying to do what we can to get it gone. Are you able to turn your goats upside down so you can trim their hooves? Yes. Yes, we are.
How's the kids' ball teams doing this year? They're doing okay. They this weekend will be their first actual games, and then they'll have less practices and more games. Eric says the chicken grew on her. Kayson is a good. Oh, I already read that.
Oh, I'm a little bit behind. And I was like, don't make us wait on it. Did you say Kevin was on here?
Yeah. He hasn't smarted back off to me yet, though. So with dead birds, was it a raccoon or bobcat?
No, it ain't going to be a bobcat. It's going to be a raccoon or a possum, or could have possibly been an owl, but usually an owl will take off with it. I don't know.
They sound different. Males and females, you will notice. K&S has guineas for the tick population. They call them birds. When they walk up to let them out, they will come back for the night. Leighton should do steer wrestling. Yep.
You never know.
We had a pair of mallard ducks show up in our backyard pool one year. They were so pretty. They are pretty. But they are loud too.
Please be safe. We'll keep you and your family in our prayers. You're a great company to this lonely lady. Love you guys. Well, we love you as well, and I'm so thankful you get on here and join our family, because this is what we do it for, is to interact with everyone. And I always say it. I mean, used to we could reply back to every comment, but now we read them, and some of them we reply back to. Just depends on where we're at when we're reading them, but most of the time we heart them. But like I say, this has worked out great interacting with everyone.
Yep. Hi, Brandon. Glad I didn't miss this live. Brandon, where I live in southern Illinois, the eclipse came over the top of us. It was dark. We were 100% dark. Weird feeling. Didn't look, though.
Really? Yeah, we wasn't 100% dark.
Are you going to upgrade your ponds on your property, or is that a later too? That's a later. It's not a. That's more of a want, not a need.
So I talked to Daniel tonight in regards to the pond, and I did not realize that our agriculture place has grants to farms to make their ponds and stuff work for the wildlife. So that's something we're going to look into as well.
I think your new work area looks so good. I hope it goes smoothly for you when you go to work them all. I hope so too. Aussie Cool says, why am I not green? Well, I don't know.
This is Stephanie's channel.
Oh,
this isn't the main channel.
That's why.
Yeah, this isn't the main channel.
Yes, this is the main channel. That's why you're not green. That's what Tina said. Oh, see, this is Steph's channel, not the other one. Hey,
Sam, I am. How are you?
Yep. Braylee is doing really good now.
Cindy Brook has a short on the clippers she used to clip the sheep's hoofs. They really make it quick. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Debbie. We've actually, that video will come out here pretty quick, but we've already ran them through there and cut some of them, which one thing I enjoy, where we bought this setup, Kelvin, even we bought it from him, and he watched, and he actually sent me some videos on how to do things better, to get more out of the corral, and but it's pretty awesome. Even though they're so far away, it's just like they're here if you need you, if we need them.
Daniel finds the grants. He is definitely the one to check with. Hey, Steph, I sent a few things for Braylee's birthday. You should get it from Walmart any day now. All right, Lisa. We got one more thing for Braylee's birthday today.
She might be
we
awake.
we haven't opened it for her yet or nothing, but we're going to give it a little bit and then we'll do that for her. Pretty good. I had a great time with niece and nephew during the solar eclipse. We didn't have 100% darkness either. Does it say who?
Yeah.
Oh, a bunch of people.
No.
Why does it say 61?
That's how many
emojis
there is.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, Sandy, how are you?
Is it that one?
Uh-uh.
Oh. I'm bringing your boy to the meetup. Laugh out loud.
Man, we are working on something. It's getting pretty close. I'm trying to figure out some things. I don't know if I talked about it in the video, but with the meetup stuff, we're trying to get something worked out.
Oh, I was like, what are we doing now?
If the heads are missing, then it's an owl or a hawk.
Yeah, possums do it too.
Possums and raccoons has done it, which whatever it was, it got it out of a tree.
I think I'd rather do the Kayson thing on here. So we can actually talk to them.
That, or I was fixing to say just do the other thing. Yeah, do the other thing.
What?
Timeout. We got this. This is our second timeout. All right, guys. We have decided to go ahead and share some big news with y'all, and y'all are to feel very, very special. Y'all are fixing to be the first ones to know before the video even goes out. But Steph is going to read y'all something, so hold on and make sure you're sitting down and don't fall over.
It's exciting. It's regarding the house. I know we had a comment a second ago asking if we got the monthly email, and we have, and this is what the email says. Hello. Housing Development would again like to thank all of you for your being so patient with the construction process. We know it's been a long and exhausting process for you as future homeowners. We are excited to pass along on this month's update that we have made a lot of progress to get the construction of your new home started. We have obtained all the necessary contracts for trades needed to move forward and are scheduled, weather permitting, to start construction next week. And we got this like last week, so they should start this week. We are also currently working on gathering up color samples for shingles, brick, siding, countertops, and flooring for you to be able to choose the colors for your new homes. We hope this update finds everyone well. Thank you. And then it kind of goes on about we're going to be sending out a letter to where you need to meet and when we need to meet. And we actually got that letter. Was that today or yesterday?
Yeah, today.
We got that letter this morning, giving us a date. The end of April is when we're actually going to have our meeting. So,
it's exciting. It's just one of those deals. As you know, we've always said we're just going to wait, and finally, it showed up.
Yeah. So we're excited. But I mean, like it just started raining, and tomorrow and Wednesday it's supposed to rain. So by the time it all dries up, I have a feeling it's going to be next week before they even get started. But that's what happens when they decide to build a house during rain season.
Well, I mean, the first thing they're going to have to do, they're going to have to get the electric company out here to put a temp post so they can have a working electricity they can actually use to build do whatever they got to do. Um, which I told them they're more than welcome to use our electricity, but they cannot use our electricity.
They have to have their certain things to
it's
do.
awesome.
But what are we going to be doing with the building we live in now? So this will be kind of like a guest house, like for our like my dad comes down, or anybody that really comes down and wants to stay. And they don't have, there's not any hotel rooms available or something like that.
So from time to time, we will eventually have friends that we invite down with other YouTube channels. Besides them having to go to a hotel or whatever, they can stay here. Once we get our house built up here, this down here, we're going to do a lot of work and make this look really, really nice and decorate it. So it will look nice, and just to have a house will be amazing.
Yep. And like later on, like say like Leighton, I mean he's gonna be a teenager this year, and they can possibly, or I haven't really even talked to you about it, but like if we're in the house by December, we can actually set this up for like to have snacks, and like with that TV we can plug up a game system or something for his friends and do like a little birthday party type thing here at the house.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Great news, wonderful news. I'm so glad things are finally getting underway for the house. I know the patience is a virtue, but it still must be a huge relief.
It is. I mean, I knew it was coming, just didn't know when. And now that it's here, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. I just can't wait until they start pulling trucks in the driveway. They got the gate code to get in. So it's going to be sweet.
Did they mention how long it'll take to build the house? So as long as what we've heard from other people that's had houses done and stuff is as long as the weather's perfect. I'm gonna have to turn my volume down. That's gonna keep going off. But as long as weather's perfect, they can have a house up in 3 months. So I mean, I'm just kind of weather being rain season right now, and it's really just starting rain season because baseball season is rain season. And I figured it'll probably take about 4 to 5 months. Okay, starting a book. Who will be having their next birthday in the new house? Addison, September. Kayson, October. Leighton, December.
It will probably be Addison, I think.
Yeah. Hopefully. That's hoping.
If not, it'd be Kayson.
Yeah. I'm about to do the chicken dance, Nancy said.
I know. It's been awesome. We've been telling everyone, all of our friends, and it's so crazy that it's finally here. I'm just ready to get a house to put everything in so we can get situated and not have to have things stored in other locations. And
I think the biggest thing is the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen and the bedroom.
Yeah,
because that's the deal. Is like our bed is in the kitchen, which for the longest time we was going to stay in the RV, and Leighton was going to come over here, but that didn't work. The camper, it was time to leave the camper, but everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why that all come up.
And Tina said, "I won't believe it." Oh, excuse me. Until the outhouse is there, And yeah, that's what I've been waiting on. Like he waits on the temp pole, but I'm like, when that outhouse what gets here, it's gonna be days.
Do they furnish the house? Um, the, I mean, they're contractors. They come in and build the house. It's basically a loan. The perks of going through the Indian our tribe is we don't have to pay interest rate. The taxes, we don't have to pay the taxes on it because it's on Indian land.
The only thing they really furnish is the refrigerator, the stove, and dishwasher. Those three things will be in the house, but besides that, we put everything else in it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, let's go back up here.
Hello from Utah. Thank you so much for hopping in here.
From the table said, "This is awesome news, guys. We can't wait to see you in your new home, and then we can come down to your homestead."
Yeah, I'm so excited. I am definitely stoked about it.
Prayers for a family lost her husband March 30th.
Wow, so sorry to hear that. Speaking of that, I might have already said this a while ago, but we had 2 overdoses here in our county this weekend, and both of them was 29 years old, a boy and a girl. 2 separate places. And then not only that, my niece and nephew, my ex-sister-in-law, my niece and nephew's mother, that sounds better than whatever, she's family. I got a call yesterday from my stepmom saying, "Hey, I heard that there was an accident over there where the kids live." And so, well, let me make some phone calls and find out. Yes, there was an accident, and she had got bucked off a horse. And keep in mind, she has rode horses all of her life.
Her whole life.
Whole life.
The kids ride horses.
This is the reason why I cannot stand horses. But she got bucked off. At the time, they told us that she had a possible broken hip, broken neck. She had lost a lot of the red stuff. And then when her husband actually picked her up to put her in a car, she stopped breathing for about 20 seconds. She had turned purple. Luckily, I was getting really worried. I was on duty, which I'm the next county over. I'd seen that the helicopter had landed, and that helicopter had been there for 15 minutes. And I knew at that moment, I was just like, this isn't good. So I went ahead. I was on the other side of the county. I was starting my way to that county. And by the time I got right next to the county, it was right about 25 minutes. The helicopter had still been on the ground. So if you don't know what that means, is a helicopter will not transport anyone, not unless they are stable. They will not take off, not unless the person is stable. So my thinking was, they're working on her. She had coded or whatever. And finally, right before I got into the next county, I received a call that they had just lifted off and they was taking her to Texas. So she's doing really good now.
Yeah. This was, she ended up having 2 broken ribs, a fracture in her back, and then 1 staple in her head. And then she broke her femur. So she messed herself up. But I've been texting our niece, Michaela. I've been texting her throughout the whole thing, making sure she's okay because, making sure all of them are okay. But I'm texting her just to make sure, like if they need anything, we can babysit if we need to or whatever. But luckily she already had places where all the kids could go. But she had surgery this morning and on her femur, and that's all they really had to do for right now anyways. So she won't be able to walk or anything for, they said, about 6 weeks because they had to put a rod in her but she's doing really good otherwise. She even put a picture on Facebook.
Good deal. Pam says, can you repeat the news? The news is we got a email from Our Chickasaw Nation, which is the tribe we're going through, they are going to start building our house this week.
All right, Diane. Have a good night. As someone who used to work in medical field, any type of possible neck injury, you shouldn't move them until they have a neck brace.
You're 100%, and
luckily it wasn't
that's
a neck problem.
I was going, which my mind was like, why would you do that? But at the time, people that don't know that, even with my kids, if they get hurt, I immediately pick them up. But I say that, but when Kayson got hurt, we didn't move him. I just kept him still. I didn't know what he hurt, but yes, but people that don't know that, their first reaction is to run for help.
There's Daniel Wireland Fire. I guess how's it going? Oh my goodness. But the kids will be excited to hear the news. Yes, they were so excited.
Need that family table so you can all sit together around it. And Brendan, you all need some nice recliners. I know, I don't even know what that's going to be like, to come in and sit down and actually relax for a change. A master bedroom and a bathroom. Yes. Yep. But you know what? This here has definitely made us and our family appreciate things a lot more. And I like that for the kids, because I want the kids to know that you can lose things just as fast as you gain them. Mm-hmm. And it's just so amazing what God has done with our family by putting us in touch or in front of y'all's screen to get to know each and every one of y'all, and y'all being a part of the farm and our family. And it's amazing.
Susan says she's been thrown and stepped on in the kidney by 4x4 post to my chest, and the horse kicked me in the chest. I flew 2 feet, and I still love horses.
Thank you so much for the prayers. Yes, keep her on the prayers.
I would never allow anyone to furnish my home. Fridge, stove, dishwasher, and washer and dryer would be acceptable as long as I got color and size chosen. Yeah, and that's one of the things, which now that, our refrigerator's been in our shop, we will probably just we'll keep that refrigerator that they give us until we decide we want to get a different one. But my plan from the beginning was I was going to put this refrigerator, because it's a good one, and you can hook up the water to the ice machine and stuff like that. So my plan was to put this one that I love into the house, depending on size, and then put the one that they furnish in maybe the garage, so that we can put our pops, because pops is what takes up the most room in the refrigerator, and put all of our drinks in the shop or in the garage. But with the chickens liking to stay inside the shop and everything, it's clean on the inside, but it's the outside that's not so pretty.
Even with that, we can't move anything for a year.
Yeah. I think the fridge might be
no, you can't.
Different.
You can't modify. You can't move anything for a year until
that was permanent, though. A fridge really.
I don't know. You have
permanent.
to ask them.
Yeah.
I know it's theirs.
Let's see. Congratulations. Do you want gas or electric for stove, oven, dishwasher, or washer, dryer? So they'll do propane.
It's propane, yeah.
They do gas and everything. Sorry, was it a friend of your niece? No, it's our niece's mother.
Yeah, it's
building character, showing your children the power of God and hard work.
Yes, it is. And somebody was saying, I was reading a comment saying that's all the kids, y'all use them to work or something like that. I don't remember what it was. I'm just like, no, I mean, they see the few videos they watch, but the ones that's been with us, y'all have asked, where's Leighton or where's the girls or whatever. We don't make them. Now they have everyday chores they have to do. I mean, they ain't got to film with us, but they got their chores they have to do. Um, they just love it. It just builds character for them. And just like when we went to the expo, our 12-year-old and 6 year, 8-year-old took care of the animals. I mean, they didn't stay by themselves, but Grandpa was here with them.
Neil said, I just thought of a downside to the layout of the house. Captain Kayson's room is going to be facing away from his chickens. Yep, the only thing that's going to be close to the chickens will be the garage. So he'll just have to stay on the front porch.
But and here's the deal with their rules to the house. I would probably say 75% of the people, no, about 65% of the people don't take really good care of the homes. So that's the reason why they come in and inspect every month. Which, in the meeting, our first meeting, I was just like, so y'all are going to come in our house. And they said, once we come, a few times and see that, what kind of people you are, they're not going to go through everything and check. But trust me, I go in a lot of Indian houses, and some of them ain't in the best shape.
Yeah. I think you are great parents, teaching them important things in life. Oh, yes, but add Kayson and Leighton, and you will get a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Daniel said the no modifications or changes is 1 year warranty. At the end of the 1 year, they will do an inspection, and if anything is wrong, hopefully fix and correct it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've got one friend that's got a house, and any issues they've come back and fixed it. So hopefully it all works out. It's going to be good. We got a house. So with a house,
about everything can change in a minute, and you can lose it all. The kids won't forget any of this. Yes, you will get yourself a new fridge, especially for the extra drinks.
Yeah. Chores don't hurt them. Show them responsibility, because farm work takes a whole family. It does. It honestly does. And when one of us are out, it makes a difference. Will the house have a room to do lives in, or how will that work?
We will have a room. We just don't know exactly where we're gonna set up the computer desk or anything. It may be in our bedroom. It may be in the living room. It may be in our bathroom. We don't know right now.
I am so excited for your family. You deserve to have a home that allows each of you to have space. Yes, I agree with that. It is sad that folks are like that. However, they will find a home with a family.
I'm glad you're getting a storm shelter in your new home too. Yeah, and that's another perk of it is you get your storm shelter and you get a storage. What's a storage building type thing? Not a huge one, but something big enough to store like Christmas decorations or just family stuff that you don't really need right now.
Because that was the deal. Was like probably, I don't know. It was right after they did the screenings, about a month after. I actually called to see if I could just take the land back and just build our own, and they wasn't. I mean, all for it, but was going to. I guess they put almost $30,000 worth of screenings down on that pad, which they built it up really tall. But then I was like, golly, I'm not even messing with it. We'll just wait.
When I patrolled the Indian reservation and casino area here in Kansas, backing tribal PD, They take off storm windows and garage doors, and some raise animals in their housing.
Yes, you're right.
A
I've been in a lot of those.
lot of parents nowadays want to be their kids' friends, be their parent. When they pay a mortgage, if an electric bill, you can be friends. Laugh out loud. I said something about that to Leighton the other day. He said something about, I don't have to do that. And I was like, yes, you do. Until you're 18 or out of my house, you got to follow the rules.
I'm guessing that Kayson and Leighton will have their own rooms.
Yes.
Yes. But Addison and Braylee will have to share.
They'll share for right now. And then, like, after a year or however long, we can always make the garage a bedroom. A lot of people do that because they need extra space.
Oh, hello, Andale. How are you? I missed you there.
Or they
Game
can
Master,
even,
hello.
after a year, we can actually add on a bedroom to the house.
Yeah,
I'd rather just probably do the garage thing, only because, I mean, once the kids are all grown and out of the house, or whatever, and we have a house, I'm not going to want a 5-bedroom house for just me and you.
Yeah.
But we may not be there.
We'll
It'll
just
be
need
someone
a
else's
2-bedroom.
kids. Yeah. That's when they are doing inspections. You're a home and a loving family. You have worked hard for this new life.
Yes, we have. And I can't wait.
Kathy says, I have stainless steel appliances. Never again. Kids dent them, and it's so noticeable. Accidents happen, but dents are yucky when it's on something new. One thing I'm happy about is I got the OFF. The OFF.
Yeah, so one thing I learned about, I don't know why I wanted to go with white in here, because the kids have, stained everything.
Dean said my cow didn't stay in the house, but for about an hour, as soon as he said, in my favorite chair, he was out of here.
Ray said, good night, Mary.
White quartz countertops with gray veins. It's beautiful. Painting cabinets next week here. Also, we got good news today too, Gail said. We sold our Florida home, closed on Wednesday. Sorry you won't be able to stay there now. Laugh out loud.
Oh man, we was making plans in
You'll always
October.
need room for grandkids.
Yeah.
That's true. Kevin said, I'm lost. This thing keeps locking up and restarting on me at the ads. I think it's working finally. That's what someone else was saying too. Every time an ad would come on, it would kick you out and you'd have to go and find us again. I don't know. I guess they want to see how you treat the house for a year before letting go. Sort of weird, but I see their point.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
We see it.
Like I say, I've been in numerous. I've went through many of the doors. I've knocked many of the doors down. I know why.
My washer and dryer are white. Kitchen appliances are black. That's one thing. We'll have a washer and dryer room. It's not going to be huge, but it's going to be out of view. So that's what I'm excited about.
Hello, wondering, are the goats safe enough without guard dogs when they are grazing? So during the day, they graze. Yes, they're safe because we are outside all day long and we can pretty much see them. Even if I don't see one for a little bit, I can do my go, and they will all start coming this way, and we can do our count kind of like we do with our guineas as well.
Daniel said, my girlfriend told me either the dogs go out or she does. I put some blankets and a pillow in the garage for her. She got mad. That sounds like Brandon.
Yeah, I'm not a house dog. I don't like house dogs. I just don't. It's just dogs have accidents just like kids have accidents, and I cannot stand the smell of dog pee.
Debbie said, "You will need a big house when the kids are all come home and their family for a visit." Yeah. My utility laundry room is right next to the kitchen. Ours too. It's right next to
Who
it.
said that?
Wendy. Stainless steel fridge doesn't clean fingerprints easily. Black fridge next for me. Kevin, mine too. I've had to go out and come back in. Yeah. Don't shout that too loud. You'll have the goats knocking at the door.
Oh yeah, they do love it. Well, they're locked up right now, but it's pretty neat that y'all haven't actually got to see the full workup with the goats. But when I feed them in the mornings, I feed them at the end of the chute, so they can eat and then they can go out and graze. So when we get ready to work them, they're already lining up. We don't have to fight them like we did at the very beginning. Excuse me.
Just happy your house is going to be built this year. I know that's something I said the other day. Well, whenever we got the email, I was like, well, maybe we'll have it by this Christmas then. Hopefully.
Yeah, I do.
I'm so happy for you too and the kids.
No, I'm not about the snakes. That's the reason why I've seen so many people leave comments to pin the guineas up, pin the guineas up. No, I'm not. Guineas will keep snakes away. Like I say, we did have 40. I bet you I bought 60, but we did have 40 at one time. And then that's when the bobcat come around, took out a whole bunch of them, and then some air predators. And then we was down to 30. We're down to 20 now. But as long as we can start getting some eggs, I'm going to start hatching them. And the guineas we're not selling. I don't care if I have 150 guineas running around here. They're going to be here. I'll just continue replenishing them.
Yep. I have a really spoiled German Shepherd. He likes staying in the house when summer comes. His favorite spot is where the air conditioner comes blowing out. Goats are smarter than we think. We just have to show them what you want.
Yep. When they are puppies, your house train them by taking them out and potty frequently. Yes, I mean, here's it. When I was a kid, I wanted one, and my mom was the same way with me. And we tried, and I will never forget. We had new carpet, and we had it probably 2 months, and the puppy come in and had an accident, and that smell. You could never get that smell out of it because it goes through the cushion or the padding. But I just can't wait to get to lay down and stretch in the middle of the floor. Yeah, I can't wait.
Can we call the other turkey General Custer? Haha. Per the internet, state and federal wildlife services are available to help identify and prevent many predators of poultry flocks.
Well, I don't know what state you in, but I've asked them to come and get these hawks and relocate them. But we've been putting flags in the air. But I think the turkeys have helped keep the hawks away and the black chickens. I do want to share one of the. Oh, that's crazy that pulled up.
Me?
Yeah.
We don't want to share that.
What just popped up here? This was December 11th, 2000, or December 23rd, 2000. This ain't what I was going to show y'all. It just popped up somehow.
Brandon was a baby, and I swelled up big time. I was so swollen for days after having
Look
Leighton.
at that dark hair. I was so young back then. That's crazy.
You're chunky.
I sure was.
Maybe it was the straps. We'll just blame it on the straps.
Oh, this one made me so mad. This was him. That's Leighton in that office there.
Show me how swollen I was.
Yeah, she was swollen really bad. She was really pretty and attractive back then.
When I was swollen. Y'all didn't see that. There's my babies. There's Braylee.
This is Braylee. Oh, we got on this picture thing. You remember where you was that day when I called?
No.
Did I call or somebody else call?
No, I think you called.
This
I don't remember that stuff.
That was that is my Tahoe there.
He wrecked into the sheriff.
That is the sheriff's vehicle, and I ran into the back of his truck and totaled my unit out. And then Ben's unit is sitting right here by the toolbox there. And as y'all see, there's a couple girls that's got some bracelets on. What was I getting at, though?
Oh, show that one.
Look at that. That was when we was in town. This is when our channel took off. This is when we started our channel. That was all of us. This is the reason why our kids are so out to help and be involved in everything we did, because when they was kids, I allowed them to be out in the shop. Look at them. They're standing on buckets and we're making wooden American flags. There's some of the work. That's crazy. That's so amazing, though. All right, I got to get to what I was going to show.
What were you going to show?
What me and Kayson found today. Where did
Besides a duck?
Yeah. Where did it go? That's what we found in the trees there. If y'all look really, really close.
Looks like a bobcat.
No, you see those eggs there? That's a turkey. We found a turkey we'd been missing. I know. I missed the flags too. Hopefully one day that will come up. But yeah. And the accident was really, really bad. That was a bad feeling. Oh my gosh. Hey, we just had the new sheriff in the office a month. And he came in he had been in the office for 2 months. He had been in the office for 2 months, and we had already totaled out four units and crashed another one. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But when he came in the office, let me tell you, it took about 2 months, and everybody was getting their stuff and getting out of the county because we was knocking doors down. And by the way, Jay pulled a trick on the sheriff about the trooper picking up a packet.
Oh, so it didn't really?
No, he
was it April Fool's thing or just a
trick? Jay had he broke history. Jay's always wanted sheriff to serve 5 terms because there's nobody that has ever served that in this county, and he broke history. So he is going to be the sheriff for the next 4 years again.
Oh.
He ran unopposed.
That's funny. Stephanie, you need to put him in the doghouse. Then Jennifer says, hit him harder, Stephanie.
I know, but
Neil said, Brandon, I said something on another live and Steph slapped me from 4,700 miles away. Debbie says, took you long enough, Stephanie. Oh, Simply Jen said $4.99 super sticker.
Well, thank you so much.
Make him harder, Steph. Get him, Steph. Man, I like these subscribers right here. This is my family over here. Brandon, how's your bee sting?
It's not hurting as bad as it did that day. I wanted to. Oh, the sheriff ain't in that one. Let me get him in here.
Hey, Brandon, when you were that young, I bet you didn't have so many creases in your face and gray hairs.
Listen at y'all. So the gentleman in the cowboy hat is the sheriff, which that's me. Ben is on the outside, and that is our that's well, I just still call him undersheriff. Ben is the undersheriff as now, but Jay was the undersheriff until his medical got bad. But that is our sheriff. I was going to show a picture of the plaque, and then I'll get off the pictures.
I'm gonna get on the pictures. How'd you do that?
I don't know. I could have sworn I took pictures of the.
That one?
No.
Oh, you're talking about the other one.
Yeah, I better not put that down there.
My pictures aren't as good as yours.
Simple Jan said, "It's my bedtime. Good night, guys. Good night to y'all as well." All right, we got to get out of the pictures. We're losing the comments. Yeah, it is great news, and people, when I was a kid, we talked about this at the softball or t-ball game the other day. When I was a little kid, when I was Braylee's age, I used to run and walk around with him around the football field. I was probably Braylee or Kayson's age, and which growing up, he knew me. Even when I was in high school, even when I got out of high school, he actually arrested me a couple times. Jay's even arrested me a couple times. Ben's arrested me, but it just goes to show you can change your life. Because I did move away. That's when I met Steph, and
they didn't arrest me.
And we moved back here and changed my life, and I would have never dreamed. But then I'm working for him, so it's amazing.
Kayson, so Miss Stephanie has the girls come up with their wish list. I know the kids want to come to see Nana Kate's farm here in Seattle. Yeah, I've actually came up with a few things on their wish list now. Not a whole lot, but still, I mean, what they kind of told me what they want.
Sarah, I'll be honest. I do read some of them,
yeah,
but
it should stay on.
It is so hard. Oh, read comments on here. Okay. We do reply back to comments on the live, but during like the videos, it's so hard to comment on the videos that we post because you will answer a comment and then it takes you to the very top of it. If live interaction would be on our lives, well, I mean, we don't really, this is where we interact with all of our subscribers.
Kevin said you weren't fast enough if you got caught that many times.
No.
That means I'm fast.
Hey, he pulled up to me one day. This is no joke. He pulled up to me one day. He just pulled beside me. He said, "Hey, you're driving too careful. Give me your beer."
But right there, Kathy. She says, Stephanie, if you have a choice in a new house, do not put carpet in, all hardwood, then buy nice area rugs for bedrooms too. Cheaper in the long run, but nice. Looks nice. If you need any help, let me know. So we will have carpet at least in the living room and probably the kids' bedroom.
Yeah.
Only because, or not the kids', but all the bedrooms, because Brandon and Kayson both have flat feet. Like Brandon has like stiff flat feet. Kayson's known as flexible flat feet. And the floors and stuff just hurt their feet tremendously. So that's something that they got to do.
I've always, which I miss it out here, but when we lived in town, we always laid in the floor and played with the kids and, wrestled. And, maybe later on, we'll probably go hardwood floors. But I want the carpet there just because just laying on the floor is awesome to play around.
It's easier to wrestle. I got stopped one time when I was 14 for driving too careful. Bean said.
Yeah. But I know, hey, that's where I learned all my tricks is from him when I got in law enforcement. If I'd been smart, I'd be like, I ain't got nothing. I've really been enjoying all the videos on both channels. I tried to watch as much as I can. Well, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate that.
It's nice you'll be there while they build the house. I was only 23 when I built my first home and had to drive every day to record what they did for hubby to see.
Oh wow. So
Yeah, the coops have stayed up this time.
we've when they first came in here, we didn't get off on the right foot with the recording. I think they took it as, there's so many people that record and do negative stuff with it. After speaking with the guys and the contractors and stuff, um, they was a lot more laxed. But it isn't going to be something that we're going to be, filming up close. We will be going in and getting videos after the fact or when I fly the drone around. So we're going to get some footage. The the guys have been really really cool. At first, I was kind of hot because I was like, "This is my house. We document our life. This is what we do." And but like I said, there's so many people that use social media.
Should I put? Kevin put the wish list, but should I? How do I do mine? Can you do mine?
For the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll kind of scroll through here. We had to do because Brandon has the actual Eddy Family Farm on his Amazon account, and then on my Amazon account, I have like our home.
Is this the girls?
Yeah.
And please don't feel that y'all have to do this. And I know there's going to be somebody say, "Why are you putting the wish list up?" We've dealt with this for a very long time. We took it away, but you know what? After doing some praying and, I don't want to take other people's blessings. I pay for other people's meals and stuff. And to be turned down, I actually was turned down. It kind of bothered me a little bit, but that's the reason why.
Where will you put the storm shelter? The walkers have theirs in Ransom's room. And use it as a closet and a storm shelter. So ours will actually be an underground, just a normal storm shelter that they put in. So it will most likely be behind the house. Not 100% sure that's where they're going to put it, but that's one of those things that they put it where they feel is best for it to be. When he says, I live near the beach, so no carpet in the house, all tile throughout. Yeah, when you live by water, I would definitely not have.
That's the girls.
Have they started the house? I've only seen the pad so far. So they're supposed to start it this week, maybe next. Get back on here.
Somebody said a stitch baby pillow. She's asleep now. Is that what that is?
Yeah. What did it say?
Right here.
We asked for the wishes, and I'm looking for a stitch body pillow. Oh, body.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what. Hey, she would love that. So, no, this is like a stuffed animal. Not here. My folks took pictures of the plumbing, foundation, etc. Later, it was used to access things that are hidden once the house is finished. That's smart. But we would have that. We would, after they go home and stuff in the evening times, we can go out there and kind of video what they got done that day or whatever. Neil said, we asked for a wish list because we want to be able to get the kids things they want. I didn't have to buy Kayson those egg stamps, but I did it because I wanted to do something nice for him.
Yes, and it is. It's so neat.
Good night, Samantha.
And even things that don't get seen or don't get used all the time, it's cool when you come across it and be like, Neil sent this or Debbie sent this or, we know $2 bills. Every time we see $2 bills, we think about Debbie Brown. She has sent them kids $2 bills for Christmas and their birthdays. And we're very grateful and thankful for that. And it's a shame that people mouth. I'm getting off of it.
Yahoo! That means y'all have me a room soon. Party at the Eddy's, laugh out loud.
Hopefully one day I can do something out here.
Drive or have all 6 of you do hand footprints, name, age when they pour the driveway. I bet they won't allow you to do that. But we could do something like I think it was the walkers. I think Cassie showed us, didn't she? like the frame of a board or something, or
Oh,
just
the size.
yeah, like their sizes. Like we could start like this was the first day they came into the house,
Yeah.
and then the next year or something like that.
Now we are going to plant some fruit trees around the property. The first day we move in, and gosh, guys, I'm already feeling it. I just can't wait to walk in that door.
No, Kevin, it was only under my account.
Or Brendan's feet.
Like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, pretty much.
From putting on the brakes in his Flintmobile.
Yeah, pretty much.
I agree with that. I have hardwood floors, but carpet in all bedrooms. I'm pushing 70 and knock on wood, I've never had a traffic ticket.
But used to growing up, my feet, I couldn't take my shoes off in the house. They're so bad. And we got a boy like that now that they're bad about just hurrying up and putting their shoes on, and sometimes they'll have socks, which we explain to them, hey, you can't do that. That basically ruins them socks.
Mm-hmm.
So we got those feet cleaner deals that takes the dead skin off. So we've been using those for that wrestler.
Have you figured out the bee situation?
No. I'm talking to Kevin with the Grounds Family Farm about that, and he was telling me to get some kind of some kind of net to catch some of them. But I was looking at something, a short or something the other day, thinking about buying a queen bee and buying a box and maybe see if I can get them to go in there.
Brandon's going to have to make sure he doesn't hurt his back. He's going to need to be able to carry Steph over the threshold of the new house.
Yeah, that will be awesome.
He ain't going to hurt his back.
Even today, during the eclipse, Addison said, let's go up on top of the hill and lay down and look at the eclipse. And I'm like, that's a brilliant idea.
So we went up and actually got on our house pad where there's nothing else. Like next year, we won't be able to do that because hopefully, there's going to be a house there. But that's what Leighton came back and said after she said that. He said, we need to do this again next year, but we'll have to lay like in the bedroom or the living room of the house and do it. I'm like, you won't be able to see the eclipse like that, but that is a great idea.
Does Brandon snore? When I'm really, really tired.
Yeah, not really, though. Not much. He talks. He don't snore.
I think dreams.
Natalie's a $10 super sticker.
Well, thank you so much, Natalie.
Hopefully he won't have to carry her in the wheelbarrow left alone. You won't be able to do it next year.
Get on the roof.
There isn't an eclipse next year. I know. That's the 2044.
Yeah, Marlon. Yes, Kevin's got some hives. Jason's got some hives. Kevin Grounds with Grounds Family Farms got some hives as well. I'm going to try. I need to put that on some suits and stuff on the farm list.
Steph, if you go with carpet tile, if you get a stain on part of it, you just remove that square or replace it with another one. Now, we had those at the daycare that I worked with, but they don't come with like thick carpet. And the only reason we're doing carpet is so that it can be thick enough that it doesn't hurt their feet. So, yeah. Dean says Stephanie knows. He talks in his sleep. She's been keeping notes.
Yeah.
I tell him every morning or that morning that he talks or whatever, I'm like, hey, you remember you telling me this?
What about just calling a pest control company to get them to find the... Well, that we may do that, yeah.
Brandon's thinking about starting the whole Beehive type thing. That's the only reason we're trying to do it ourselves.
The reason why I say that is I'm learning that if you collect honey from your area, that does some amazing things for your body.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Honey is good, but if it's from your area, it's supposed to do some amazing things for your body.
I think Braylee's allergic to honey.
Yeah. And Nick and Zoe has beehives as well. Yeah, I think that's the only ones I know for now.
Brandon, I bet you never thought you'd be going to buy beer.
My beer.
I don't know, Dean talking.
I haven't bought beer in a long time.
How did that turn into that I said B?
Huh?
I don't know. He's trying to confuse us, I think. It helps you with allergies. They are not all honeybees, though. Wasps need to go too. Yeah, the honeybees is what Braylee's allergic to, but the wasps and other critters is what Kayson's allergic to.
Carly is happy with her limp. Yes, she she is happy, and I know Steph talked about it in her video. I do want to see if maybe we can try to get her declawed to see if she can, because the only reason why I say this is you can see Dixie get around so much better, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, she seems to.
She gets around so much better.
I think it's because we can actually see Carly's foot
Right.
wobbling around, though. Don't listen to people about the trapping. You need to get rid of those predators.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh, spell check turned B into beer.
Oh,
Okay. You're off the hook then. How did that turn? Let's see. Brent, I bet you never thought you'd be going to buy bees.
no. Debbie said Morgan said he would buy honey from you. Hey, and that right, that's another income source for the farm. Uh, I think people think we're crazy on the chickens that we've been buying, but I really think when we actually get to selling them, y'all are a lot of people will be shocked because like the chocolates at this last sale, they sold for $18 a piece. The splashes sold for $18 a piece. Jubilees sold for 20. So
some of those chocolates sold for 100.
yeah. So if hatch out 30 of them, well, there you go. Because that building we're looking at is it's got 75 on it, but he said he'd make me a better deal. So we're going to go look at it tomorrow and see. But the inside of it actually has electric and insulation.
Yeah.
So we'll just got to go check it out.
Kevin said if any of my hives are ready to be split, I'll hook you up with a starter set of bees.
That will be awesome. Maybe those bees will want to come and spend a night with your bees.
The bee honey is not easy. It's a lot of extra work.
Declawing is worth looking into, but Carly uses it to lightly lean on.
I don't know, Brandon. Declawing a dog is so painful for them. Plus, it's one of their defenses. Well, his isn't hers isn't a defense because she can't do nothing with that.
Yeah, it doesn't. She can't even put weight on it, really. Dean said, I would not put the dog through that after knowing the life it is living now with no pain. Yeah. See, that's the reason why we talk things out with y'all, because it helps us. Even today I was going to go live over there with this turkey to get y'all's opinion. Should we gather it? Well, I ain't going to tell y'all what we did. I'll ask now. But I was like, should we gather the eggs and just go put them in the incubator or let mama actually hatch them off? Y'all tell me what y'all would do, and I'll see if me and Kayson made the right decision.
Marla said, Brandon, please read my comment about OSU vet school and Texas A&M vet school for Carly. Cog Hill is selling their own honey now, and they have a cart by the gate to sell eggs and veggies.
Oh yeah, we couldn't have a cart out here like that.
We're not big enough around here either.
No, this is a busy road now that they're opening it and stuff. But I'm just saying they'll just steal it.
Take some of the eggs, and if the birds are clucky, let them hatch some too.
I don't ever say anything bad to you about what you do to the predators, and you know I'm a wildlife rescue. I love that you post before, so I know not to watch that one. So thank you. You're more than welcome, and I totally understand. We tried. Um, we have tons of feral cats around here. We tried to relocate them. We've marked them. They come back. And in some places, raccoons, they will come back. And not only that, in in the country, you're just moving them somewhere else, and it's just bad. But I was a little upset on the other one.
Brandy said incubator. Dean said I would collect eggs after the coyote snatched our turkey in broad daylight while she was sitting. Neil said I would keep with the incubator. Attitude, you can do incubator and let mama do a couple. Incubator, let nature take its effect. Let mama sit on the turkey eggs. For the mama's part, it would be healthier for her to put her eggs in the incubator. Chicken mom. Hey, I always wonder this. Do you guys get my messages I send you on Facebook? Ideas and whatnots of cool farm things.
So I do get some, but I'll be honest, I can't get through all the messages on Facebook. If you would email them to us, and I do read every single email and reply back to every single email. Might not be that day, but I do reply back to every email.
Neil said if the hens are sitting on the eggs, then let them.
Okay, so it looks like we got kind of a mix, but I see a lot more
Mostly
incubator, and that's well, we kind of did both.
Ultimately, it's up to you guys, and you know her pain level better than we can see from videos. Over 300 likes, thumbs up. Otherwise, the incubator is a better choice. Just wanted to say hi, and it was an owl that killed your bird. They're good for about taking the heads off of birds. Smith said, did you see the solar eclipse today? Yes, we did with the kids. If they're on the ground, you're risking skunks, possums, snakes, etc. getting the eggs.
So I don't know if you can see how many individual eggs are there. There's about 20, filled up the card, 15. There's right about 20 something eggs that she was sitting under. So what I did, there was guinea eggs under it as well. But I think there was 16 or 18 turkey eggs. So I ended up taking all the eggs, but 3 of them. I left them on the nest. That way she didn't get upset or get depressed or anything. I don't know how long she is actually laying or setting. So we ended up moving them to the incubator room. They're on the bottom rack I got on there the day we put it in. We just got to watch them every day. They're in the side part, the other small incubator, like the one we put up earlier. The styrofoam one.
I don't know. Kevin said he won't even answer my messages on Facebook. Hey, I will tag him in a post on Facebook, and he won't even answer mine. I'll have to send him a text of a picture or something.
Well, here's the deal: is Facebook is terrible. I'll be honest with you. Like, let me show you.
All that blue.
Like it's. I mean, it's nothing that, because you can go, like, it sends you a notification you can click on you can click on one of those notifications and you can answer that message, but it will not keep you on the same video. And if you go to the video to answer that comment and you go through and get all the way to the bottom, it takes you all the way back to the top. So then you're sitting there 45 minutes just answering comments, having to go back through and filter through them. If they had a better way like YouTube is amazing. This is all we got to do for YouTube. We go hit comments here and just answer them. Like, let me read this one. That's a paste. That's from Susan. So I can actually heart that, and you see where it's at, heart it, and now it's gone. So we can just filter and just go all the way through them and read them, heart them, and they're gone. You can't do that in Facebook. But it's so please, if you want to interact with us, send emails. Emails is the best way to interact.
Jamie says, can you move the turkey and eggs to a safer place like a wood chicken cage?
No, I don't think so. I've always learned that if you break that nest up, they ain't going to sit. Yeah, Daniel's been trapping a lot of pigs here lately.
We could have a Jerry Jr. coming soon. Tom says, I would be afraid if you take them all, that hen may not sit on them again. If you take them all, that hen may not sit on them again. Same with ducks and geese.
Yes. He said, that is my cat loving heart when I know you have taken care of them, but I do understand. We've tried. Our neighbor over here and her son and husband has even told us she's got dementia really bad, and she feeds all the cats. There's about 40 of them over there, and they live in this hay barn, and they multiply. So yeah, as long as they stay away from here, we're good.
Horizontal hives has plans you can buy to make your own swarm boxes, or you can buy one of his boxes. Dr. Leo sells them as well as several books on keeping bees.
Oh, really? I'm going to screenshot that. I'm also a domesticated. The feral cats are a total out of hand. That's something we are never going to get under control. TNR helps, but still not enough.
TNR. It's like tender. Natural. I don't remember. It's an abbreviation for something. If you put birds in an enclosed pen like Kevin on Midnight Farm, just during the sitting on the egg and hatching, then it will work great.
Yeah, but I've heard if you move them, it will break the net. They won't set. But
Tim Costello said, we waved as we drove by, returning from Texas and the eclipse.
Awesome.
Trap and release. Oh, that's what TNR is. Trap and release.
Trap and release.
This is a trap neuter release. No, do not remove.
Yeah, that's what that is. Trap, neuter, and release. That's what it is. Because you trap them, neuter them, or spade them so they can't have babies.
Did you guys watch the eclipse? You got to get back on here because I can only see YouTube. Looking 10R. Yes, they fixed them. That's the wrong video, isn't it?
that's one she read a while ago.
Robin, yep, I'm doing good.
Hey, there is Robin. How are you doing?
She's asked me if I'm okay, or if I'm doing okay, or good, or something.
For now.
I'm fine. Spayed and neuter cats would fish and wildlife help control for feral cats. It sure would. Are you kin to Daniel or just friends?
We're just friends.
Too many to keep warm. They will die in the eggshell. Yes, definitely hatch those eggs in the incubator. Did we watch the eclipse? Yes.
Yes, we did.
It's late, so I'm going to go. Good night. See y'all. Good night, Lucy. Take out the eggs.
Dean said you can't move the eggs.
She misses us, which means she misses me.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. TNR is everywhere, even in different countries. If she is successful in hatching her eggs, you will have to pin her and her babies to keep them from being snatched by airborne predators.
So I left 3 eggs. One of them was cracked, and I'm going to mark those 3 eggs. I'm going to go back and check because I think Guineas have been getting in there laying with her as well.
You should ask Brandon how he is. Laugh out loud, bruised arm for being sassy to stiff. How's the weather tonight? It says thunderstorm warning, but all we got was just a little bit of rain. Like we would be able to hear it if it was raining, and it's not.
Guineas hens will lay eggs in the same place if you don't take all the eggs at once. Well, that's good because I know they laid eggs there once, but we need to find the other nest. We found a turkey egg way at the end of the deer property. It was way back there.
Hello, everyone hopping on.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. We have dog-proof traps, and then what's he called the other one? Open traps.
Yeah.
Foot traps.
By the way, guinea birds are fantastic tick removal devices. Yes, that's why we really, really wanted guineas was ticks and snakes. Be careful about picking up eggs out of its field because there may be snake eggs. Oh, they may be snake eggs. That would be something, that random egg. What if you got it and it was a snake egg? A snake popped out of it.
I know what snake eggs look like.
Brand, could that egg be a wild turkey, not yours?
No, this one is.
I hope it's headed our way.
Want to be the red hen, I do believe.
Can you do a map overview of your property to see if you have enough room for some grass paddocks?
Some grass. What is that?
I don't know. What's a grass paddock? Is that like football field grass? You just lay it out? TNR doesn't keep them from coming back into your property. I know what I'd do with those wild things.
She said your neighbor needs to call a humane society. They have a community cat program. I'm sure they're just old farmers. They're probably just. I don't think they would reach out.
No, paddocks are pens or pastures.
Looking TNR.
Isn't a paddock for horses? Okay, paddock for horses to eat grass or make hay. Thanks.
I love your fix for the chicken cages. Tie down. Nice ideal. Yes, and then we had a lovely subscriber send us some more tie downs, and we're going to put those on there as well.
How long does the turkey eggs before they hatch?
28 days. and guineas are anywhere from 26 to 28. Chickens are 21, and
You just looked all that up today, didn't you?
guinea. No, I looked up guinea eggs, not all the other ones. Quail are 15 to 16 days. Yeah, that's the only ones I know because that's the only ones I'm hatching.
Man, 'cause I'm in bed just listening. It's been a long day. It has been a long day, especially with, I don't know if it was the eclipse or just being a hot day, but it was super sunny. Got a little bit of redness to my skin.
We have, we don't go back there much. Maybe we've got a lot of new subscribers. Maybe we need to do an overlook of the property once again. Back there at the very back, we cleaned out a lot of trees last year, so it's all open pasture through there, and they can actually, it's good grass grazing, and plus the deer blind spot is, I mean, it's got grass up like this. So we let the goats out during the day; they graze, and I'm going to eventually. This is on the list. Set up electric fence so we can let the llamas and the ponies go out and graze. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to alternate it. So one day the donkeys can go out and graze, and then one day the llamas and the big donkeys can go out and graze.
Um, Samantha says feed the guineas in the pen at night before they roost, then lock them in for their own safety. At night, let them out in the AM. They make chicken timer doors open when sun's up. I thought about that the other day.
I didn't know guineas did that.
Yeah, huh. Just like how they used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought about that since we're not using that one up there to actually feed them inside of it and get them all inside of it, close it up, then every morning they can go out, and you can even keep them pinned up for, I mean, just like if they were to come from the auction to our house, we would pin them up and keep them in the pen for a couple weeks. And I think I was with Leighton that day. We was talking about it.
Is it?
They said the eclipse had an effect on your body today.
It was weird, just the way the sun was, but when it was, I think we probably got 90%, 85%. It didn't get totally dark, but it cooled it down.
Does the wind ever die down in Oklahoma? I never knew it was so windy. This year, it's been
the worst.
Crazy. Like the worst it's been since I'm
telling around. You, if it hadn't been for our mics,
y'all wouldn't hear nothing.
These guys, these things here are a lifesaver.
You usually see my hair blowing in the wind.
Which we now got 2 sets of mics. I'm going to have to try to get a backup set because if they break, you got to have them. Luckily, they do have a good insurance deal on them because they are expensive. But, I've tried those little small mics. They just don't work like these, do they?
No. Chickens are not blind. That is a good idea. Oh, I didn't know that. Can you put a new hive over where the place dog used to be, that area, away from the kids and no one to bother them? Yeah, so once Brandon does the whole beehive thing, it will be towards the back. It will be nowhere that they will have a chance to get up to us.
Yeah. After we get off the live tonight, I'm going to get on and look up some stuff. You need a couple of cows fenced up. That way you can take them to the butcher and have a lot of meat put in your freezer. Yes, so we still got Fred in the freezer right now. And it's just half of him. Me and Dutch half him. He took one half and I took. And we pretty much got mostly hamburger meat and then all the steaks.
Yeah. We haven't cooked any of the steaks yet, though. Just not really being time to do that yet.
Yeah.
You have to protect your homestead. Don't let people make you think twice. I absolutely love to see you teaching the boys and how proud they are when the traps are successful. It's making men.
Yes. It's crazy. Hello from Eastern Kentucky. How are y'all, Brandon and Stephanie? We're doing wonderful. Jason, thank you so much for stopping in.
It says we were partly cloudy in the panhandle of Nebraska, but I set the partial anyways. The partial.
Snakes are totally different than chicken eggs. They don't have a hard shell. Yeah, I actually found some snakes eggs one day fishing when I was a lot younger. I was fishing with my dad and found them.
All right, good night. I'm going out to do trapping DNR for cats. Glad about the house for you all. All right, thank you. Night a dude, and have a good night. Calling it a night. Wendy says it's 12:30.
Yeah, it's 11:30 here.
Marla says, Brandon, that's what I was saying. KNS calls them birds, as they open their gate and throw some scratch out before they go out to the property. Then they come back at night and they feed at night.
I may look into that.
Brandon, you have anyone else in your freezer?
Uh,
Just Fred.
just Fred and some deer.
Yeah, they didn't get a name though.
Yeah.
We all have things we can teach our children. Boss man, what can you teach your daughters?
My daughters,
They learn the same as
they learn the same thing, and that's one thing I've always said is I want our kids to be depend on themselves. I don't want them to ever have to depend on anyone else. And girls are pretty. Now Addison, she's a
girly girl.
girly girl, but Braylee, she's all over the place.
Bushwhacker will be staying on the farm. No issues leaving like Fred did. Nope, he is staying on the farm. Plus, when you moved everything and put the chute in, leveling it out was great. Looks so different.
It does, don't it? It looks really, really good. Hi, Brandon. I'm a city cop in Eastern. Where'd it go? Eastern.
Kentucky. I have a small farm.
There.
I know we keep getting these notifications.
Hi, Brandon. I am a city cop in Eastern Kentucky, and I have a small farm. Awesome. What size is your city?
Small. Oh, I thought you said small cop in Eastern. Okay, never mind.
Who is a small cop?
Oh, no, it says, and I have a small farm.
Oh.
That's where I got confused.
I'm telling you.
Quarantine those new ones. Lesson learned.
Yes, that is no joke. The goat deal taught us a huge lesson. Kevin, you working tonight? Limb.
Wind must be blowing. I'm sad to see your hide in the new house, Steph, that you got last year. Oh, yes. I still have it. My cowhide. I still have it. It's in a bag, rolled, so that it doesn't get all indention-y or whatever.
I was impressed on
3,000.
How the goats go through the chute to get their feed. Yes, and they are getting better and better every day.
Marla said they started them as babies, so they got used to their voice and they're imprinted. That's why they come and go like they do. Kyle has alpha-gal tick disease since they started clearing the property. Yeah, I remember that. Kevin had to take a day off after doing a roundup of goats and sheep.
I've seen that. He was doing some rodeoing.
He said nope tomorrow.
Yep, he was playing some rodeo with them goats and sheep. That fence does work, though. I will say, it does work.
You bet that Kayson and the kids will let you sleep in tomorrow morning. Nope, they got school, so I won't be sleeping in. Brandon will, but I'll get to take them to school. And that's not our in county either. Oh, that's just 3,000 in city limits.
Oh, wow. So that's probably about the size of our town.
Oh, really? We got 3,000 people in town,
Mm-hmm.
not counting,
Not counting the town over, the whole county.
like, not counting
No, probably total we
country at
have.
all. We'd be
Yeah.
selling the big donkeys.
Yes, they are going to be going to the sale here soon. I just we can't take a chance of them. Yeah. I just I don't like big animals just because they're hard to deal with. Animals do have attitudes. Um, so yeah.
Steph, what decorating style do you want to decorate your new house when it's done being built? So I've always said the kitchen is going to be like farmhouse type rooster and like sunflower themed. And then I think I have picked out the girls' bathroom is more like ocean themed, like seashells and sea turtles and stuff like that. I'm making me a wish list just because when we first found out that we needed to find property or whatever, we thought it was going to be quick. So we went ahead. We had so many people wanting us to do a wish list. So I started one. Now all of that stuff is like, it's not in, you can't buy it anymore because it's not sellable or whatever. Um, but so I started making another one. I don't know if we'll actually put it out there anytime soon, but so that's that. And then um, that's pretty much it so far. I don't really know. I mean, I have ideas on the girls' rooms. Like about a year ago, Leighton was wanting to do like Galaxy for his bedroom. Kayson, obviously, he wants farmhouse type chicken stuff. The girls both want mermaid stuff. So, but they've changed a little bit. So I'm gonna kind of talk to them about that before we actually go and put stuff on the wish list for their rooms.
Stephanie and Brennan, have y'all thought about moving Bushwhacker into a pen with other horses and donkeys? Yes and no. We like Bushwhacker over here because we're always in that pen and we get to interact with him. Like tonight, he come up to me. So thought about it. It's kind of back and forth. Will you get a bigger incubator for Kayson? We are hoping to eventually get a bigger incubator that holds at least a couple hundred eggs because with about we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 hens. Yeah, so we'll probably be getting probably 200 eggs um, a week. Would that be right?
25 times 7.
Yeah.
And it'd be about
Be,
one.
but every one of them like going to like we'll probably have to get a couple of them. So we're going to work on that.
Kevin said y'all are going to be missing each other when everyone goes to their room once you get into the big house after being so close together in the camper or tiny house. Yeah, probably so.
Jason's Brandon, I've been a cop for 25 years. Oh, wow. So you have definitely seen the change of everything.
Yes, how long you've been a cop?
Right at 10 years. 10 years full time. I'm part time now, just because it allows me to still be with the guys and the girls and interact with the community, and it also gives us time apart. And Steph even said that I'll never forget when I left or talked about it. She was like, "Well, I'm going to have things to do because we can't be together 24/7." I'm just like, "What is she?" But yes,
I seen it from the beginning. I was like,
we can't. I mean, even though we're best friends and we have fun and cut up, being together 24/7, there's going to be little arguments and stuff all the time. But it's done good for us to separate for, you know, that day or something like that, 12 hours. This week I probably worked probably close to 28 hours. So my town has 200,000. Oh, good Lord. Good night, Mark.
Oh, really? I'm gonna hook you up.
The donkeys are probably about ready to have their
I know. Are
hoofs
you ready
worked.
to get their hooves?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I may have to call one of those people. Um,
Jason's wife's a state cop, also.
oh, real? That's really neat.
Seth be like, "You're getting on my nerves. Go to work." Yep. We got a doorbell. It's time to go.
Yeah. 25 years. That's awesome. Oh, girlie, I'm going to hook you up with things for your home. I can't wait until just to walk in the door.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to be missing each other when everyone. Oh, you read that one.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom.
I'm just filtering through them. Crazy
Little
chicken.
chicks hatched in the incubator know their mama. I don't think so.
No.
Chickens don't care about family.
Katie, I just want a bedroom. That's it.
Have you heard about Bad River documentary that is in some theaters? It's about my reservation. Later that year, it should be out streaming.
Oh, really? I haven't watched many movies. I did download a deal offer of Prime. We was on the Discovery Channel 2 years ago, and they just released it on How to Catch a Predator or Underage Predator or something like that.
Did you ever find it?
Yeah.
You didn't show me?
They put maybe two shots of me in it, getting the guy out that was arrested, unhandcuffed, and all you can see is my big fat head. The goats learn fast. Is smart to leave it open for them to explode. Yes, I figured that out on my own.
You all are my movie.
Well, thank you.
Is your house going to have a good sized porch? I don't think it's going to be like good size. It's going to be a normal, like, walking, like, you can walk on it, but not like.
Kathy said, I'm moody too. I think everybody's moody. Anybody that says they're not being honest. You know, me and Steph, I left a clip in one of our videos, and people got to see our moody stuff. But anybody that says they're not moody or have arguments, that's impossible.
Candy says, Stephanie, I bet you're going to take a long bubble bath in your new bathtub. No.
I want a bathtub.
He's the bathtub person. I like the shower. Now I would like more like this. I will say never get a corner shower. It's just not good. It's not good. Now having a bathtub for the kids, that's something that I can't wait for because their toes get so gross and they have to like soak in this shower and it's just not as good as a bathtub. I'm not moody. I'm grumpy.
Does the girls have a wish list? Yeah, I think Kevin posted a while ago. Hey there. Hello, everybody. I believe those chicken pins won't blow away now once you get more on the back. Good job, guys. Yes, and we're going to put some anchors on it too so they don't. I want them to stay in place. I got them where I want them. And if everything goes right, we're going to continue praying about the building and everything. I want to get that building up there so we can eventually start get a big incubator and a hatcher and a little brooder and just like I told Kayson stayed with me afterwards, and I talked to him just like I'm sitting here talking to Steph that I know he loves those chickens. Them chickens are his. I love chickens as well, so it kind of works out perfect. But I told him, I said, here's the deal, like, son, you can actually have your own little business with the chickens. You can pay to take care of them yourself, your chicken feed. And that's what I want him to learn is how, when he does sell, some chicks, to take that money there and to pour it right back into it to grow it. Um, I think he could do something really, really special. Being that we have full blood birds, I think it could be really neat.
Ruth says, I think I'm one of the 7 dwarves. Right now, I'm mostly sleepy. Me too. Cindy says, it's time for me to go to bed. Good night, Brandon, Stephanie, and everyone else. God bless you all. All right, good night, Cindy.
Yes, we're fixing to hop off here as well.
Oh, I read that.
Have you seen the website called Timu? It has all kinds of household stuff. Timu?
Stop it, Kevin.
Yeah, Stevie. Yeah, she is really friendly. Moody isn't an issue to me. Grumpy or happy.
Stinker says, I don't like bathtubs. The idea of rinsing in your own same dirty water that you bathe in is what I don't like. Yeah, so anybody that probably takes a bath would probably have to take a shower after to rinse off. But yeah, it's just, that's why I don't like it, is because you have to do like 2 bath times at the same time. And I don't have time for that.
Basically, what I do is basically soak and then take a shower, because it just, after a long day, it just neat. I wish to have like a hot tub.
Yeah. Maybe one of these days.
I've seen that it's live and great. You left that clip in there. Have them make your shower bigger than 4x4. You will need it. Now, we was at a hotel one time, and I would love to have a shower like that. It
was almost like a triangle. It was
triangle,
like
and it had shower heads come down from all different sizes.
Oh, you're talking about the actual shower? Yeah. I was thinking that bathtub was like a triangle type shape. You might try tying the tarps with a light string that would break before they cause the coop to go airborne.
Well, if the coop blows over now,
there ain't nothing
we're done. Stay. The only thing that's going to move them things is a tornado, and I pray to God we don't get one of these things through there.
It should take about estimated 4 to 6 months to build the house.
I used to see you all the time on Facebook, but this is the first time in a couple months that I've seen you on WhatsApp. I don't know. We post every day on Facebook. Now, from time to time, we do just go live on Facebook if we're outside. And we go live, or not Facebook, YouTube. If we go live outside on the phone, it's usually just YouTube because we're not hooked up with StreamYard. I just looked up Incubator on Temu. They have them 120 eggs. Yeah, I've been looking at a couple, which the ones that I've been looking at, they are pretty expensive, but the hatch rate is unreal. It's almost like, I think they said 92% hatch rate. But what I like about them is, like, during the day, it will cool down to a certain temperature as if the hen gets off the nest, and it goes back up and it holds humidity. I've watched a lot of videos. We're just going to hopefully sell some baby chicks and he can get one. Temu.
Yes, Judy, they should start the house next week, or hopefully this week, but by next week.
You might try. Oh, that's, you said that one. I always take that. I always love it. Yeah, me too. Brandon, with you having those conversations with him. He does listen, and of course, he has his own twist for him. Yeah, he does, and it's so exciting. As y'all see, was the video today when he said it was a beaver?
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
said that earlier.
Yeah, he says one of those
No,
cut down trees.
Yeah, and groundhogger.
Groundhogger. Yeah. Yes, they are starting our house this week. If you already answered, sorry, ask again. Will you be able be declawing the mean rooster? The mean rooster has already got his spurs cut off. They're about this far. We've got. I've just got to looking at side by side. We got to get side by side too. The traps that's on the chicken coop or the tarp, the tarp that's on the chicken coop. You ever thought about rolling it up in a 24? I think when it warms up a little bit more, the back, I think I'm going to roll it up probably halfway, but I'm going to leave the rest at the top. Part 2. I was wondering what happened with you and your family. Now I know.
If you splurge and get a big bathtub with jets, you can always shower off after a good soak, healing for the body.
Yes, most definitely. Looking.
Kayson said, "Hey, need prayers for a little boy named Andrew. He's fighting the big C since he was 6 months old. He and his family need our prayers."
We will definitely do that, Kitty.
Yes.
All right, guys. It is. Oh, we made it to our 2-hour mark. But we want to, and we've held 400 in here all night, so that's amazing. And we want to thank y'all so much for all y'all's love and support for our family, our animals, and our farm. Congratulations on being on your home. I'm super excited as well. But we're going to go ahead and sign off and go do our walk through the animals and check on everybody. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. We may go live on the main channel. But thank y'all so much for all y'all's love and support. We hope y'all have a wonderful night. Good night, guys.
Good night.